Shmoblin, here with you in the canoe.
I'm a goose, you're a goose, me, Mom, and Thembo.
Hey everyone. I immediately regret doing that. Welcome to another episode of Goblin Shmoblin. Yes, I know, I'm wearing something particular, something iconic. I'm getting a note from the back. It's all going to make sense though in a little bit. You'll see why as you watch the episode. Just trust me, hang in there. Let's catch up with my correspondent from the past, me, Goose, from the past. It's the witching hour. Well, it was the witching hour. We flew on our brooms. We're on a very special Goblin Shmoblin episode today. Episode 2.
Seattle.
Shout out KB. We're on our way for a film shoot in Seattle, and hopefully I'm going to get you a nice one-on-one inside scoop look at what it's like to be working as a PA in a local industry in the Panu. Is that Macklemore's house? Hi, I'm live commenting on this. Starting off strong, Thembo drove like Tokyo Drift, like through Seattle. It was great. We caught up with our cinematographer, Willie. We love working with him and his production company. And then we basically had to do what PAs do and set up equipment. And a lot of this equipment we got from Glaciers, an equipment company here in Seattle, and we'll get to more of that later. And we're obviously setting up some lights. Here is the worst gaff job you'll have ever seen. But to give me credit, this cable was awful, okay? I was struggling with it. I've been using these comms lately. They've been super handy. We can just kind of be on the go, next room, etc. Finally us getting a shot in, and we are monitoring from a distance, as you would like any PA. You do not want to be in the way once the recording happens. So we were at this location that had a lot of different setups, and so we were constantly on the move. You can see here we're splashing light from the outside in for one of the scenes that we had set up, another interview. It was a really cool location because we really got like 5 or 6 different interviews that day in one place. Sometimes we did some camera assisting. Again, we have these comms on that are like super helpful so that Willie can just basically talk to us through the comms and say to move stuff over. And then here's us setting up a scene, and we're using some negative fill and lining up the shot. And when we were done, after lunch, filmed another interview, and then we packed up to take the equipment back to its home. So we're here at Glaciers to return equipment, right? And I gotta hand it to you, LaDaniel. Look at this. They got carts, just like we do at the equipment room. Isn't that crazy? And we're gonna walk it on over there.
Bicycle ride! Bicycle! On a bike! On a bike!
so gentle. After that, we went to the Glazier's main storefront where they actually have all of the equipment that they put out for sale. That's right. We hit their flagship store, I'm assuming it's their flagship store, and we caught up with Willie again, and we got to play around with some cool lenses that he was looking at buying for his FX6. I love the FX6, I used it a lot in grad school. I don't have one, so not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored by anyone. Check it out, we found where they keep all of the photos nice and crispy and cool. Look at that, I-type, I've shot on that before. GXP. No idea what that is. After a heavy day, though, of production, early morning, we needed somewhere to wind down, and of course, we headed out to one of the public parks of Seattle. Hi. We never did this little guy. We were so busy. You know, Thembo will tell you, it's been a long day here in Seattle. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's walk and talk. So I got little Ghosty here. Let's walk and talk about a theme for the day here in Seattle. We're at a park. Volunteers Park here in Seattle. Seattle! We're gonna keep it KB, okay? We're gonna keep it KB, if you know what I mean? So let's go ahead, turn the dial, and see if we can kind of fulfill today's theme with what we got here on the little guy. So, I feel like I should put him on the floor for this. Get nice and close. Yeah, come on, come on. Oh, my knees. Okay. Let's see, should I shake him up? Shake it up. All right, what wisdom do you have for us for today? Let's see, drum roll. Please. Okay. And they were roommates. All right.
No, that's
Today's...
us.
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
What?
Okay.
The theme of the day,
Theme
right?
of the day. Oh yeah, okay, theme of the day, right? That's what we're... Shut up! Theme of the day is, this is an old one. Okay guys, check this out. So right in here, you see this? I popped it open. See, there's another one in there, all right? So what this means is this is a prompt from season 2. That's right, that never got used. It recycled them, right? Not all out of the old piñata. Remember the little piñata? So that means this one is gonna be from a bygone era that is now brought into a new era. So, it's a double too. Okay. Eat healthy, have a PJ day. What am I supposed to do with that here at this park? Have a PJ day?
Get snacks and go thrift some jammies.
I guess we could get snacks and go thrift some jammies, but that has nothing to do with the park. I was hoping it would be something that we do at the park. You know what? I do have something I need to fulfill at this park because somebody's mama asked me to.
Huh?
What does it mean to eat healthy? To have a PJ day? But we have burnout. So much burnout. Years of it. 3 long years. Mythbusters are calling. Getting a vision. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Found a string, found a string, found a string, found a string. Is Goblin Shmoblin asking? Is that what that means? Goblin Shmoblin asking too much? Is it saying time to relax? Take care of your body? Take care of your mind? Is that what that means? Does that mean I need to stop doing Goblin Shmoblin? But I just started. That doesn't make sense. I think my butt's wet. The moss is wet here. Why did I sit down in wet moss? It smells like weed. I think this means it's time to go home. The sirens are up. The man cracking down on our spirits. My knees! This is a stick. This is another stick. Too much weight. Too many sounds. Seattle, Seattle, Seattle. I think this is reminding me of that scene with Steve-O and Bob at Trish's store. And he had the bongos. That doesn't have to do anything with what I'm talking about, but it reminds me of that because I'm autistic and I store memories like that. These guys did a set at Coachella last year. It was really good. It was really good. I hope they're on Bandcamp. Also, KB, why aren't you on Bandcamp? Bandcamp. Spotify, Bandcamp. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Oh no, dropping my things. I feel conflicted because for some reason I thought I needed to go to, stop working. But maybe it's the wisdom that is being asked of me is just to take care of myself, take a break every once in a while, to enjoy life. And I shall. We gotta get out of Seattle first. So there you have it. That's our day in Seattle for a production shoot, and now you know why I am wearing this onesie outfit. I am in my zen as a unicorn. Overall, it was a solid shoot, It's kind of basically what you expect as a PA. You gotta wake up, be there on time. So obviously this right here, YouTube, this is not a full-time gig for me at all. Being a PA is just one of the many things that I do, and being able to do it up here in the Panu has been awesome. Working with Willie is great. He's really good at communicating. Even if it's a topic that I'm not passionate about, wow, I'm just taking notes from the back here. What I'm trying to say is it's still a good time, We're still there to work and do our job. We're there early, and we're so good, we actually finished early. We finished early. I've been fortunate to be in several roles at this point, thanks to my graduate degree. And so I have no shame of doing anything, I've directed work, I've been a cinematographer for work, I've written work, and I've been a PA. And I don't feel entitled either way. Something that one of my instructors, shout out Tanya Khalif. I want to make sure to say her name right because they be saying her name wrong. It's Tanya Khalif, not Tania Caliph, okay?
Tania Caliph.
UNT, come on, figure it out. One of the piece of advice that she gave me was simply this. When you're working on your projects, and we were working on projects, could be serious work, could be long nights, up late editing, writing a treatment for something or whatever. In order to be able to work through some of those harder moments, to be able to have fun by working on other things that are lighter, easier, and kind of more like an exercise. And that's exactly what this is. This is exactly what this has continued to be. There's a sense of peace that comes with being able to do both of these things. Working in the industry, working, long hours to get paid for a gig, and then making fun stuff like this on the side in my own spare time. It's because I love to do it. And it's the balance of those two things that allow me to be able to see a spectrum that gives me a sense of gratitude and a sense of agency. And that's what this is, and that's what everything else is. That's what my music career is. That's what all this is about. It's about having fun. And so I really took that to heart, and now here I am, in the canoe with you. I'll leave that for you to ruminate on. So we're only missing out on one final thing here, and that is eating healthy. I'm not here to tell you what to eat at all, though. Anyway, I had some soup. I had soup. It had broth, it had carrots, it had a little bit of celery and potatoes. I'm trying to find a way to like tie back to it. We definitely didn't film this out of order. Definitely did not have a cheeseburger after Seattle.
We had guacamole.
There was guac. There was guac.
That's healthy.
That's an avocado. No shame. I had soup today, but I also had a cheeseburger, and it had guac, and it was delicious, okay? After a long day of being out on your feet, picking up gear, moving stuff back and forth, and then having a trip in the park, sometimes you just need a cheeseburger. I don't like the industry of the meat industry. I try to stay away from it as best as I can, and every once in a while I treat myself to a cheeseburger. Technically, I'm getting a note from the back that...
I'm like, is it what's the difference between soup and stew?
What is the difference between a soup and a
Is it
stew?
like, is a hot dog a sandwich question? What does it mean?
The people have probably already uncovered this, I'm sure.
Shout out in the comments.
Please let us know in the comments if you know the difference between soup and stew.
Stick them in a stew.
And on that note, like Spider-Man would say, eat your green vegetables. I do not want to put my fruit in soup. Okay. I'll cue it up again. And like Spider-Man says, eat your green vegetables. Don't look. We haven't filmed this out of order, I promise.